Have you ever considered that your bathing habits might actually be doing more harm than good to your skin, your well-being, and even your overall vitality? You may think you've perfected your bathing routine over the years, but what if I told you that once you pass 70, many of those familiar habits could be quietly working against you? From accelerating skin aging to raising your risk of infections. Countless women over 70 are unknowingly making serious missteps in their hygiene routines. Stay with me through the entire video because I'm going to share 8 eye-opening truths about bathing after 70 that could completely reshape how you care for your body. And believe me, if maintaining your health and radiance matters to you, you'll want to hear every single one. Before we dive in, I'd truly appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up. Supporting this content helps me continue sharing these vital lessons about aging well. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. If you enjoy this one, drop a number 1 in the comments. If not, leave a 0 so I know how to improve and serve you better. Let's get started. Get started. Fact 1. Overbathing can accelerate skin aging. Let me begin with a simple personal question. How often do you shower or take a bath? Is it part of your daily routine or even something you do twice a day? Perhaps because you've always believed that staying extra clean is the gold standard, or maybe you're someone who prefers bathing every other day, aiming for a middle ground between convenience and cleanliness. Whatever your habit, here's a surprising truth that may catch you off guard. If you're over 70 and still bathing every single day, you could be unknowingly speeding up the aging of your skin. That's right. A habit you once considered beneficial might now be doing the opposite. Let's explore the science behind this. As we grow older, our skin doesn't remain the same. It changes, and often not in ways we'd like. It becomes thinner, less elastic, and drier due to a slowdown in the body's natural oil production. What was once smooth and resilient becomes more fragile, like a cherished heirloom requiring gentle care. The oils your body produces, known as sebum, serve as a protective barrier, sealing in moisture and helping your skin stay soft and supple. But once you reach your 70s, that barrier weakens considerably, leaving your skin more exposed than ever. Now, imagine this. Every time you wash with hot water and soap, you're not just rinsing away grime. You're also stripping away what little protective oil remains. Picture your skin in your youth as a radiant, dewy rose, as petals full of moisture, glowing with life. In earlier years, taking a daily bath may have felt completely fine, even invigorating. But as time moves on, that youthful rose skin gradually turns into something closer to delicate tissue or fragile silk. Still beautiful, of course, but far more prone to damage if treated roughly. You wouldn't scrub a silk scarf with a stiff brush or rinse it in boiling water, right? Yet that's exactly how many of us treat our aging skin when we continue following the same bathing routines we relied on in our 30s or 40s. You might be asking, but don't I need to bathe every day to feel clean and refreshed? Isn't that essential for hygiene? It's a fair question, but here's what skin experts, dermatologists who focus on how skin functions, want you to know. For most women over 70, a full body bath or shower just 2 to 3 times a week is typically sufficient. Yes, just 2 or 3 times, not every single day. On the in-between days, a quick spot clean of key areas like underarms, feet, and intimate zones is more than enough to stay fresh without overwhelming your skin's defenses. But it's not just how often you bathe that matters. It's how you do it. Many of us are drawn to heavily perfumed soaps, the kind that lather thick and smell like a luxury spa. Or we enjoy standing under steamy water for 20 minutes, relishing the heat. But here's the catch. Those habits can be surprisingly harsh on mature skin. Strong soaps, especially ones filled with synthetic fragrances or chemicals, strip away moisture at a much faster rate. And hot water acts like a magnet for your skin's natural oils, pulling them away and leaving your skin parched. So what's a better strategy? Dermatologists suggest switching to mild, unscented cleansers. Think of rich, gentle formulations that clean without drying. As for water temperature, aim for warm, not hot, and try to limit your showers to just 5 to 10 minutes. That's long enough to feel refreshed, but short enough to protect your skin's fragile barrier. If you're still bathing the same way you did decades ago, now's the time to reconsider. Your skin has changed, and it needs you to change with it. And if you're still watching and finding these tips useful, go ahead and drop a number 1 in the comments so I know you're here. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Your support helps us keep sharing these important insights with more people like you. Let's keep going. Fact 2. Too much bathing can raise your risk of infection. If you were surprised to learn that frequent bathing could age your skin, this next point might really challenge your expectations. What if I told you that bathing too often might actually increase your risk of illness? It sounds backwards, doesn't it? We've been taught our whole lives that cleanliness fights off germs. But stay with me. Moo! The real story is far more interesting than it seemed. Your skin isn't just a decorative outer shell. It's a living, active barrier, and your body's first defense against a world full of bacteria, fungi, and invisible threats. And the strength of that barrier depends on 2 key elements: your skin's natural oils and its microbiome. Let's take a closer look. Your skin is naturally coated in a fine layer of oils, the same ones we mentioned earlier that serve as a sealant, keeping moisture in and harmful microbes out. But there's more to it than just oils. Your skin also supports a vibrant community of trillions of microscopic organisms, including friendly bacteria that make up what's known as the microbiome. Think of these microscopic allies as your own personal bodyguard. They help keep harmful bacteria and fungi in check by occupying space and resources, stopping intruders from taking over. Together, these oils and beneficial microbes form a powerful protective system, a dynamic shield that plays a critical role in your well-being. Now, here's the problem. Overbathing disrupts that system. Every time you lather up, especially with harsh soap or linger under steaming hot water, you're not just getting clean. You're stripping away that protection. You're removing the oils and wiping out good bacteria, leaving your skin exposed and unguarded. It's like dismantling the fortress walls and sending the sentries away, then being surprised when something breaks in. For women over 70, this issue is even more pronounced. At this stage of life, your skin is producing less oil and healing more slowly. So overbathing can have a much harsher impact. It doesn't just leave your skin dry. It increases your vulnerability to infections. What kind of problems are we talking about? Let's start with fungal infections. When your skin's defenses are weakened, fungi like Candida, responsible for things like athlete's foot, yeast overgrowth, and recurring rashes, can thrive, especially in warm, damp areas of the body. Next, there's eczema and dermatitis. Excessive washing leaves skin raw, parched, and irritated, turning mild discomfort into persistent, itchy inflammation that can be tough to soothe. And don't forget bacterial infections. Without your skin's normal protections, bacteria can easily sneak through tiny cracks or abrasions, leading to issues like boils, sores, or even cellulitis, a deeper skin infection that may require antibiotics or medical care. At this point, you might think, well, then I'll just use antibacterial soap. That should fix it, right? Not quite. Here's the catch. While antibacterial products might knock out some of the bad germs, they also eliminate the good ones. This throws off the balance of your skin's microbiome, making things worse instead of better. Some studies even suggest that ingredients like triclosan, found in certain antibacterial soaps, could contribute to antibiotic resistance over time. That's not a risk worth taking. So before you jump into the shower just out of habit, take a moment to reconsider. Your skin likely isn't asking for more cleansing, it's asking for recovery. By cutting back on unnecessary baths and protecting your natural oils and microbiome, you are not just avoiding discomfort, you're strengthening your body's natural defenses. In this case, less truly is more when it comes to staying protected and well. Fact 3. Hot showers can pose serious risks for older adults. For as long as I can remember, I've cherished the feeling of a long, steamy shower. The kind that fogs up the entire bathroom, turns the mirror into a misty canvas, and leaves you feeling as if you've just emerged from an upscale spa. There's something deeply soothing about the warmth wrapping around you, melting away stress and tension from the day. But here's a truth I've come to realize. Once you reach your 70s, that comforting ritual can subtly shift from a relaxing indulgence into a potential hazard. It's no longer just about personal preference. It becomes a matter of safety. Let me explain why this happens, and why it matters more than you might think. The concern begins with the way your body reacts to high heat. When you expose yourself to very hot water, your blood vessels naturally dilate. They expand to release excess heat. This is your body's built-in cooling mechanism. But here's the issue. As your vessels widen, your blood pressure can take a sudden drop. In younger adults, the body usually compensates with ease. But in older individuals, those automatic adjustments aren't as efficient. A drop in blood pressure can quickly shift from a mild nuisance to a serious threat, especially in a space like the bathroom. So what does a sudden dip in blood pressure feel like? You might feel unsteady, slightly woozy, or as if the room is spinning. At its worst, it can lead to a fainting spell. Your muscles give out, and your body collapses without warning. Now, imagine this. You're standing in a slippery tub, surrounded by hard surfaces, sharp corners, and a thin layer of steam clouding your vision. One small moment of imbalance, and the consequences can be devastating. Did you know that over 80% of falls among older adults happen in the bathroom? That's not a coincidence. The wet floor, the hot mist, and that sudden bout of dizziness form a dangerous combination, one that's behind countless emergency room visits each year. And the aftermath of a fall isn't minor at this age. After 70, a fall can result in a fractured hip, which often leads to surgery, long recovery periods, and sometimes even a permanent loss of independence. Or worse, a blow to the head, whether on the toilet edge or the tiled floor, could cause a concussion, internal bleeding, or other serious brain injuries. Our bones become more fragile, our reflexes slower, and our healing time longer. Even falls that don't seem serious at first can lead to lasting pain, reduced confidence, or the need for assistive devices. One slip into the shower can alter the course of your life. If you or someone you love still clings to those scalding hot showers, here's how to enjoy them more safely without giving up the comfort. First, lower the temperature. Aim for pleasantly warm rather than overly hot. Your skin should feel relaxed, not red and irritated. If you look in the mirror and your skin resembles a boiled lobster, it's time to turn down the heat. Next, transform your bathroom into a safe zone. Install grab bars near the shower entry and along the inner walls. Strong, dependable supports you can hold on to if you feel even the slightest hint of unsteadiness. A shower chair or stool is also worth considering. Sitting down transforms bathing from a balancing challenge into a safer, more relaxed experience. And here's one last but vital reminder. If dizziness strikes while you're in the shower, don't try to power through it. Ease yourself down to the stool or floor right away. Take slow, steady breaths and call for assistance if the feeling doesn't pass quickly. No shower is worth risking your well-being. If you're still with us and finding this information useful, type number 2 in the comments so I know you're following along. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to hit that button and turn on notification. That way, you'll never miss a video. Your continued support helps us keep sharing helpful content that informs and uplifts. Now, let's keep going. Act 4. Your feet deserve special care. Most women I know spend thoughtful time nurturing their faces, applying moisturizers to keep skin supple, dabbing on serums to smooth out fine lines, even investing in rich eye creams to fade under-eye circles. It's a well-honed habit, a familiar act of self-care that rarely gets skipped. But let me ask you, when was the last time you gave your feet that same level of care? I'm not talking about a quick scrub in the shower or the occasional pedicure. I mean regular, intentional attention. As we grow older, our feet often overlook becoming a vital part of our overall health. Ignoring them can lead to issues you may not expect. Here's why this becomes more important with time. As we age, circulation to our lower limbs, especially the feet, naturally slows down. Blood doesn't reach those areas as efficiently as it used to, meaning minor cuts or irritation can take longer to heal. This slower healing process puts your feet at greater risk. If you're not washing and drying them thoroughly, bacteria and fungus can thrive, especially in the moist crevices between your toes. Poor hygiene doesn't just cause unpleasant smells. It creates an open door for infections that can escalate quickly. The most common offenders: fungal infections like athlete's foot, which flourish in damp, neglected areas. If your feet aren't properly dried after a bath or a sweaty day, that trapped moisture becomes a welcoming environment. You may start to notice itching, redness, or flaking skin. Minor at first, but it can grow worse if left unchecked. For older adults, particularly those with diabetes or weakened immune systems, wet feet can even result in foot ulcers. These painful, slow-healing wounds can become serious and may require medical treatment. And don't ignore toenail maintenance. If your nails aren't trimmed the right way, cut straight across and not too short, they can become ingrown, pressing into the skin and inviting yet another type of infection. Suddenly, the feet you hardly gave a second thought to become a potential health risk. So even if you're only bathing a few times a week, your feet still deserve daily attention and care. Here's how to establish a simple, effective routine that keeps them in top shape. Begin with a quick daily cleanse, even on days you skip a full shower. Either use a small basin or stand in the tub. Lather up with gentle soap and use warm, not hot, water to rinse away sweat and grime. Drying properly is crucial. Don't just give your feet a quick rub and move on. Pat them dry thoroughly, and take a few extra seconds to carefully dry between your toes. Those tight spaces are where moisture loves to linger, and problems tend to begin. Apply moisturizer to the tops and soles to keep the skin supple and prevent painful cracks, especially around the heels, but skip the area between the toes. Applying lotion there can encourage fungal growth due to trapped moisture. Here's one more thing to keep an eye on. If your feet start to feel sore, swollen, or tingly, don't just chalk it up to normal aging. These could be early signs of nerve damage or poor circulation, both of which become more common in our later years. A visit to your doctor could help catch a developing issue before it worsens. By giving your feet this kind of daily care, you're doing more than just avoiding discomfort. You're ensuring that they remain strong, dependable, and capable of supporting you with ease as you continue to enjoy life. Fact 5. Your intimate areas require specialized care. Let's now talk about a topic that's often brushed aside, yet it's vital for every woman over 70 to fully understand how to properly care for your private areas. This isn't a small hygiene tip. It's a central part of staying comfortable, healthy, and balanced as your body continues to change with age. Many people avoid this conversation, whether due to embarrassment or because it's not something openly discussed. But overlooking this aspect of care can lead to ongoing issues. The truth is, your intimate areas experience significant changes after 70. And if you're still using the same cleansing methods from decades ago, habits formed in your 30s or 40s, you might be unknowingly disturbing a very delicate balance. This mistake can lead to ongoing irritation, frequent infections, or discomfort so intense that everyday activities, even walking or sitting, become painful and frustrating. So what exactly changes in your intimate region as the years go by? First, natural lubrication decreases dramatically after menopause, which typically occurs in your late 40s to early 50s. As estrogen levels drop and stay low, the vaginal tissues begin to thin, dry out, and become much more sensitive than before. Something that may have caused only mild irritation in younger years, like using a harsh soap, can now trigger stinging, redness, or lingering discomfort. Second, the pH balance of the vaginal environment shifts with age. During your reproductive years, this area naturally maintains an acidic pH, typically between 3.8 and 4.5, which functions as an internal defense system, helping guard against harmful bacteria and yeast. But with age, that acidity gradually decreases, edging closer to a neutral pH. This subtle shift increases vulnerability to infections such as bacterial vaginosis or candidiasis yeast infections, especially if your hygiene habits don't adjust to reflect this new phase. The skin itself also undergoes noticeable changes. The tissue in your intimate region begins to lose elasticity and collagen, becoming thinner and more delicate, much like tissue paper. Using harsh soaps, abrasive washcloths, or scrubbing too vigorously can lead to microtears in the sensitive skin, paving the way for irritation, itching, and even infection. Now let's talk about some common missteps. If you're still reaching for strong antibacterial soaps, floral-scented washes, or worse, douches, you're not just cleansing. You're damaging your body's natural barrier. These products wipe out the helpful bacteria such as lactobacilli that maintain balance in your vaginal environment and keep harmful microbes in check. Remove them and you're essentially inviting disruptive bacteria to take over. Douching especially is an outdated and harmful practice. It eradicates good bacteria and can force pathogens further into the reproductive tract, increasing the chance of infection. So what's the right approach to care for such a sensitive area? The vagina itself is a self-regulating system. Its natural secretions handle internal cleansing, so there is no need to interfere. For the outer vulvar area, gentle simplicity works best. In many cases, warm water alone is enough to stay clean without disturbing your body's natural balance. If you prefer to use a cleanser, opt for a fragrance-free gentle product specifically formulated for delicate skin, hypoallergenic, and with minimal ingredients. Skip the rough sponges, loofahs, or textured cloths. Your hands are your safest and softest tool, lowering the chance of irritation or microscopic skin damage. After bathing, avoid vigorously towel drying the area. Friction can cause unnecessary harm. Instead, softly pat with a clean, soft towel to absorb moisture without irritating the skin. Here's an unexpected truth that might surprise you. Cleansing too frequently or too forcefully can actually increase odor instead of reducing it. You might assume that more washing means more freshness, but the opposite is often true. Overwashing disrupts the microbial balance, eliminating beneficial bacteria that help control odor. When harmful bacteria multiply, you end up trapped in a cycle of overwashing to fix a problem the washing itself caused. If you've ever stepped out of the shower only to feel less fresh or noticed itchiness or irritation soon after, it may be a sign that your cleansing routine needs adjusting. The best rule to follow when it comes to this area: less is more. A gentle, less is more approach helps keep your intimate areas healthy, balanced, and comfortable, allowing your body to function just as it was naturally designed to. If you're still with us and finding these tips helpful, go ahead and type number 3 in the comments to let me know you're following along. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. Hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you don't miss future videos. Your support makes it possible for us to continue creating meaningful, informative content. Let's continue. Fact 6. Hard water may be quietly damaging your skin and hair. Imagine this. You've just stepped out of the bath, applied your go-to moisturizer, but your skin still feels itchy, tight, or flaky, almost as if it's begging for relief. Or maybe your hair, once full of life, now seems dull, dry, or unmanageable, despite using all the right products. Before you start blaming your skincare or hair care routine, it's worth considering something most people overlook: the water coming from your own tap. Hard water, which contains elevated levels of minerals like calcium, magnesium, and sometimes iron, may be quietly undoing all your efforts to care for your skin and hair. For many people, water quality isn't even on the radar. But for women over 70, whose skin and hair have already grown more delicate with time, hard water can introduce a new set of challenges. So how does hard water create such trouble when you bathe or shower? The minerals it contains don't simply rinse away. They stick to your skin, leaving a thin residue behind. This invisible film interferes with soap and cleanser rinsing, creating buildup often referred to as soap scum that clogs pores, strips moisture, and leaves skin feeling parched, rough, and irritated. If you already deal with conditions like eczema, psoriasis, or chronic dryness, this mineral buildup only makes things worse. It heightens inflammation, worsens itching, and can trigger more frequent flare-ups. Research suggests the effects of hard water accumulate over time, which is particularly troubling for aging skin that already struggles to stay hydrated and elastic. And the damage doesn't stop there. Your hair is affected too. Hard water minerals cling to your scalp and hair strands, building up layer by layer. The result: hair that feels heavy, looks limp, and loses its natural luster. Natural oils are stripped away, leaving it dry and prone to breakage. Over time, this buildup can contribute to thinning hair, something many older women already face with age, making the impact even more disheartening. But there's good news. You are not powerless against hard water. A great first step is installing a shower filter, an affordable device that attaches directly to your shower head and helps block out mineral content before it touches your skin or hair. Easily found at most hardware stores or online, these filters can significantly improve your shower experience. The benefits: softer skin, less irritation, and hair that feels lighter, cleaner, and easier to manage. Next, reconsider your cleanser. Traditional bar soaps interact with minerals in hard water to create more residue, worsening the issue. Instead, switch to a gentle, pH-balanced, sulfate-free body wash or hydrating cleanser, products designed to rinse thoroughly even in tough water conditions. Timing is crucial too. After bathing, don't let your skin air dry, which allows mineral particles to settle in. Instead, apply a rich moisturizer while your skin is still damp, ideally within 3 minutes of stepping out to lock in moisture and form a barrier against hard water's drying effects. Bonus tip: if your hair has suffered, try using a clarifying shampoo once a week to break down mineral deposits, followed by a deep conditioner to bring back softness. You may not control your municipal water supply, but with a few simple adjustments, you can protect your skin and hair from its harsh effect. Fact 7. Taking a warm bath before bed may improve your sleep. If sleepless nights have become your familiar burden, whether it's difficulty falling asleep, waking frequently, or rising without feeling rested, here's a calming, time-proven habit that might transform your evenings. A warm bath before bedtime. This isn't just about self-care, though. It certainly feels like it. It's a science-backed method to help your body and mind prepare for deeper, more restful sleep. You might wonder, didn't you warn against hot water earlier? And yes, very hot baths or showers can be risky, especially for older adults, as they may elevate heart rate or cause dizziness. But a warm bath, maintained at a comfortable lukewarm temperature, is entirely different. It's a gentle practice that aligns with your body's natural patterns to promote sleep. Here's the science behind this bedtime ritual. Your body temperature naturally lowers at night as a signal to wind down. Soaking in warm water, ideally between 98 and 100, just above body temperature, temporarily raises your core temp. Then, as you step out and dry off, your body cools quickly, mirroring and amplifying your natural nighttime drop. This rapid decrease cues your brain to release melatonin, the hormone responsible for sleep, helping you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. Beyond body temperature, a warm bath has additional physical and emotional benefits. It helps relax tight muscles, whether from a day spent on your feet or sitting for too long, and eases joint stiffness, a common obstacle to getting comfortable in bed. It also reduces stress and anxiety, which frequently affect older adults and disrupt sleep. Warm water activates the parasympathetic nervous system, lowering cortisol levels and promoting a deep sense of calm as you head into the night. 1. To get the most from this practice, timing is key. Take your bath about 1 to 2 hours before bedtime. Any closer and your body may not cool down in time. Any earlier and the effect may wear off too soon. You can enhance the experience by adding a few drops of lavender essential oil to the water. Its calming scent has been shown to lower heart rate, relax tense muscles, and quiet the mind, boosting the bath's soothing benefits. Keep the water warm, not hot. You should feel relaxed and cozy, not overheated or flushed when you step out. If it's too hot, you might feel more alert than sleepy, which defeats the purpose entirely. Combine this with a steady bedtime ritual, dim lighting, a calming book, and you've got a formula for nights that leave you rested instead of restless. If tossing and turning has become your routine, this simple and affordable shift might be the secret to finally getting the quality sleep you need. If you're still watching and these insights are resonating with you, please comment the number 4 below to let me know you're still here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so and turn on the bell so you never miss a helpful video. Your support helps us continue bringing content that informs and uplifts. Now let's keep going. Fact 8. The way you bathe can impact your heart health. Here's a surprising reality. Your bathing routine isn't just about getting clean. It can have a real effect on your heart, especially after the age of 70. It's not something we usually link to our heart. But for women with high blood pressure, heart issues, or poor circulation, bathing choices can either ease or strain your cardiovascular system. As we age, the heart becomes more sensitive, and small details like water temperature or how long you soak can create effects you may not anticipate. Knowing this could help turn a simple bath into something safe instead of risky. Let's take a closer look at the concerns. Extreme temperatures are one of the main issues. Wow! Stepping into water that's too hot, above 104 degrees, causes blood vessels to widen rapidly as your body tries to cool itself. This can make your blood pressure drop sharply, leaving you feeling faint, disoriented, or even at risk of falling. Especially dangerous if you are alone or unsteady. On the flip side, ending your bath with a cold splash, a technique some people use for a quick energy boost, causes your vessels to constrict suddenly, forcing your heart to work harder to pump blood. For younger, healthy hearts, these swings may be harmless. But for aging hearts, they can be taxing, leading to chest tightness, irregular beats, or worse. There's also the risk of staying in hot water for too long. Soaking for 20, 30, even 40 minutes might feel indulgent, but it widens your vessels even more, slowing circulation and reducing oxygen flow to your brain and heart. This can leave you dizzy, breathless, or in a mental fog, signs your body is under pressure. But protecting your heart doesn't mean giving up baths. It just means making smarter choices. Stick with warm water, ideally between around 98 and 100 degrees, and avoid extreme temperatures to keep blood pressure steady. Limit your soak to 10 to 15 minutes, enough to unwind without overloading your system. And when it's time to get out, Take it slow. Don't leap up like you did decades ago. Rise gently, using a grab bar or the tub's edge for support as your blood flow adjusts. If you're using a tub shower combo, think about using a bath chair to lower your chances of slipping or falling. Most importantly, pay attention to your body's cues. If you start to feel dizzy, weak, overheated, or short of breath during your bath, don't try to tough it out. Step out, sit down, and give yourself time to recover. Your heart has carried you through decades of life. A few thoughtful adjustments to your bathing habits can go a long way in keeping it healthy and strong. Well, there you have it, ladies. We've just explored 8 surprising facts about bathing after 70 that may have completely reshaped the way you view your daily hygiene routine. From how excessive washing can accelerate skin aging to the unexpected risks of hot water, and even how a warm soak before bed might improve your sleep, there's plenty to reflect on. I hope these insights have inspired you to care for yourself in a refreshed and intentional way as you journey through your golden years. So let's take a moment to reflect. What tip or fact stood out to you most? Maybe it was reducing those everyday showers, paying more attention to your feet, or choosing gentler cleansers to safeguard your skin. Whatever it is, I'd love to hear it. Please leave a comment below and share one change you're looking forward to trying in your own life. Isn't it amazing how the smallest shifts can lead to big improvements? And if you found this video helpful, I'd truly appreciate it if you take a moment to leave your comment below. It helps us stay connected and continue this meaningful dialogue. While you're at it, be sure to hit that like button, share this with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss out on more practical tips for living well. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Until then, take good care of yourself. You've earned it.